Hey everyone, this is a guitar tutorial for Welcome Resurrection by Elevation Worship. Before we begin, please consider subscribing to my channel or give this video a like and comment below on what else you want to see in the future. Additionally, if you're interested in any of the gear that you see today, there are links in the description below. Alright, grab your acoustic guitar and a capo and let's get started. Alright, so you'll notice my capo is on the 2nd fret. We're going to be playing in the key of C to match the original key, which is D. And before I show you the chords you need to know, just understand that if you look on Elevation's website for this chord chart, it's going to be in the key of D. So you won't need a capo for that particular version, and it might be easier for you to play. So just kind of keep that in mind. This is going to be the Chris Brown version. So if you've seen the YouTube video for this song, you'll notice that he has his capo on the 2nd fret, and these are the chords that he is playing. So here are the chords: C, G, A minor, F, D minor, and C over E. So not a whole lot of chords to worry about. Let's go over C because you can play C and C over E with the same shape. Put your index finger on the B string, 1st fret, middle finger D string, 2nd fret, and ring finger A string, 3rd fret. And avoid strumming the low E for the regular C chord. Now to play C over E, add the low E string. For F, you can play it one of two ways. You can bar everything on the 1st fret, middle finger on the G string, 2nd fret, ring finger and pinky on the A and D strings of the 3rd fret. That's just a regular F bar chord, but you can do it a simpler way. Put your ring finger and pinky down again on the A and D strings of the 3rd fret, then put your index finger on the B string, 1st fret. Avoid strumming the low E and high E strings, and this is technically an F2. So you might see me do that once in a while, aside from the barred chord version. And it's perfectly fine to use that throughout the entire song, but it's just kind of depending on how hard you want to kill your hand. Anyway, let's move on. A minor, 1st finger on the B string, 1st fret, and then your middle and ring fingers go on the D and G strings, respectively, on the 2nd fret. A string on down when you're strumming. You might notice I sometimes will blunt the low E string with my thumb, so when I'm strumming really hard, I don't have to worry about accidentally hitting that string. You can do that for the C chord as well. Alright, for D minor, put your index finger now on the high E string, 1st fret, middle finger goes on the G string, 2nd fret again, and then your ring finger goes on the B string, 3rd fret. You have to avoid the low E and A strings for this. And that's D minor. For G, put your middle finger on the 3rd fret of the low E string, index finger A string, 2nd fret, and then I like to put my ring finger on the B string, 3rd fret, and my pinky on the high E, 3rd fret, to have a fuller sound for a G chord. You can always do it the traditional way without the ring finger and leaving the B string open. So it's kind of whatever floats your fancy, I guess. Alright, so for strumming patterns for this song, it kind of varies, but understand that the beginning doesn't really have an acoustic guitar part. In fact, when you watch Chris lead this song, he doesn't start playing until after the 1st chorus. So just keep that in mind as you're learning this song and be patient. Allow your team to play for you and support you if you have a large worship team. So utilize the tools that you have and the instruments that you have, and don't overplay. Alright, so we'll go and play through the song. I'll put the chords on screen for you, and I'll say the chords as we go along, and then afterwards, we'll go over the strumming patterns. Alright, here we go.
C, F, G, C, F, G, C, F, C over E, G, A minor, F, C over E, G, A minor, F, C over E, G, A minor, F, C over E, G, C, F, C, A minor, C, D minor, F, C, F, C, A minor, C, D minor, F, C, F, G, C, F, G, C, F, C over E, G, A minor, F, C over E, G, A minor, F, C over E, G, A minor, F, C over E, G, C, F, C, A minor, C, D minor, F, C, F, C, A minor, C, D minor, F, A minor, C, D minor, F, C, F, G, C, F, G, C, F, G, C, F, G, C over E, F, G, C over E, F, G, C over E, A minor, G, C over E, F, G, C, F, C, A minor, C, D minor, F, C, F, C, A minor, C, D minor, F, C, F, C, A minor, C, D minor, F, A minor, C, D minor, F, C, F, G, C, F, G, C, F, G, C, F, G, C, F, C over E, G, A minor, F, C over E, G, A minor, F, C over E, G, C.
Well, everyone, I hope that I was able to help you out with that tutorial. And I have to say, after playing through it and listening to it again, has to be one of my favorite songs off the new album. And I hope it is for you too. Maybe it's not, but let's go over the strumming patterns for this. And it's pretty simple, which is nice. We have an 8th note strumming pattern really to start right after the first chorus. So let's do that. This is verse 2, starting on C. F, C over E, G. Okay, and then of course it goes to A minor to start the next progression, but pretty much the same chord structure. And again, it's just an 8th note strumming pattern, but once you get to the chorus, it's obviously a little different. So here's how I play the second chorus, and here's how I play the third chorus, because they're slightly different patterns. So for the second chorus, right after that second verse, we're going to do somewhat like an 8th note strumming pattern. So here we go. This is a C. You can do anything. You can do anything. Again, something like an 8th note pattern there, you can kind of get away with it. You don't have to do anything fancy or syncopated. But when you get to the third chorus, you got to follow the drums and bass. So here is what you do for that. C, F, C, A minor, C, D minor, F. So really emphasize when the chord changes. There's some chords that change on an offbeat and some chords that go on a downbeat. So just understand where they fall in the song and just follow the drums and bass. So I'll try to do it again a little slower. C, F, C, A minor, C, D minor, F. And that time, I kind of eliminated the ghost strums or the other 8th note strums in between the chords. So maybe that helps you a little bit. And I'm sorry I can't count and strum at the same time. It's just a little too much for me. Sorry. And I'm a music educator. This is really, really bad. But that's kind of my explanation for you. Again, my strumming pattern explanation is not the best, but at least I can try to explain how you play the chords, right? So hopefully that helps you guys. And if not, you can always click that gear icon, slow the video down just a little bit, or even slow the song down a little bit and try to play with it. And again, if you don't like the chords I'm using, you can always go to Elevation's website and they have the chart for you. All right, well, thanks so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit that like button, and comment below on what else you want to see in the future. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great week. God bless.